Good morning.
Good morning.
Assalamu alaikum. Sat Sri Akal, Jai Shri Ram. How was the day?
Good. Good.
How is the day?
How is the day?
How is the day? Come on.
It's good. It's begun good.
Great. And how's the month going on?
Awesome.
Are we on track?
Sure.
Are we on track for what?
Become great.
And how do we do that?
We need to always accept the positive and the negative that comes our way and know how to treat it well.
Good. Great. Awesome. So, core tenets, first and foremost thing, the core of our discussions, the core of our journey starts from where?
Becoming great.
The goal is to become great. The core, the first step is knowing thyself, knowing yourself. You know yourself, and you know yourself, and you discover yourself every day. Every day you will find something unique, something positive, something that will let your inner greatness shine. And it is a constant endeavor, it's a non-stop endeavor. You cannot claim at any given point in time, at any given point in your life, that you know yourself completely. Remember that. Knowing yourself is a journey of self-discovery. It's a journey. It is the core of becoming great. It is the core of letting your inner greatness shine. However, it is a journey. Now you might think that if knowing ourselves is a journey, an unending journey, then what's the purpose? We'll spend our life knowing ourselves. We will spend an eternity from the day we become conscious of ourselves till our deaths, just knowing ourselves. How will our inner greatness shine? Here is how it looks like. Generally, when you think about, knowing yourself, people think like this. Keep on the same track and keep finding yourself, keep finding new things about yourself. This is what you might be thinking like. However, just need to shift the perspective. And this is how the journey looks like. So if you look at it from this perspective, and if you're standing here, right here, and then you keep looking at it, it will look like you are going in an endless circle. Just shift your perspective. Okay? And then you will see that you started here. It's a circular path. That path is climbing upwards. That is what the journey is. Think about this. You just need to shift your perspective. You need to step out of yourself and look at yourself. That is the reason why I ask you to keep a journal, write things down. So when you write things down, you are able to step out. And then a year from now, a week from now, a day from now, an hour from now, you can just step out and see. An hour ago, I did not know that I am able to control my anger by taking 10 deep breaths in and out if I am feeling angry. Now I know that. Do you understand what I'm trying to convey? Do you understand what I'm trying to convey?
Yes.
When you write it down, what you do is you externalize your learning. You have it written down. So when you can sit down and look at it, and this is the perspective that you'll have. That is the greatest reason, one of the biggest reasons why I request all of you to write. Write your experiences, write your emotions, write and write. Before you go to sleep, if you're not able to do it throughout the day, before you go to sleep, write it down. Externalize your learnings, externalize your experience. So you can look at it as a third part. You can step out from yourself and look at your growth. So your growth does not look like this, your growth looks like this. This is the reality of life. However, to get this perspective, you need to externalize yourself from yourself. You need to look at it as if you are looking at a third party. All right? So remember this, right? How many of us already have diaries or online calendars to organize our day? If we have it, why are we still coming late to the office? You know, all of this that I'm doing, the sharing that I'm doing, it's great. You are maybe going out, going back, and searching on the net, spending time during the day, doing it. But if you're not taking the right action to implement it, all you're doing by sitting here and going on your laptops, mobiles, iPads is what I love to call and what everyone calls mental masturbation. That is all you're doing. You're feeling great. Oh my God, yes, I have created a journal for myself. Awesome. I have set the goals of my life down. Awesome. You know, getting a high. Oh, yes, I am going to become great. And that is it. It ends there. Don't do this, please. You know, whatever the psychologists and all that bullshit that masturbation is good for you, it's bullshit. It's not good for you. It is the worst thing that you can do. You know, you're just, giving yourself a dopamine release, and it's a waste of your energies. Don't do this. Yeah. What I have requested is this. .01% Not even 0.01. I'm asking you for an improvement of 0.01%. You know how much 0.01% is? Take a wild guess. How much is 0.01%? That is what it is. 1 out of 1,000 is 0.01%. 10,000, my apologies, 10,000 is 0.01%. So, what that computes into? How many hours in a year?
8,000.
Open up your calculators, please.
8,760.
8,760. So, going back to the original discussion. How many hours do we have over here? From 4:30 a.m. in the morning till 10:30 p.m. at night. How many hours do we have? 16. How many hours left now?
6.
Are you sure?
Yeah, from 10:30, right? 10:30 to 4:30 again.
Okay, you need to get glasses, man. It's 9 a.m.
Yes.
to 6 p.m.
Okay, it's 8 hours.
It's actually 7 hours. 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., 9 hours gone. Out of 16, you have 7 hours left.
It's 9 hours.
Right? If you can spend these 7 hours every day in improving yourself, how many days will it require for you to reach 100%? Do the calculation. Divide 10,000 by 7. Come on, guys. Divide 10,000 by 7. Open your mobile phones. Look at your calculators.
700.
1428.
1,428. There's something unique about this number. This is double of this. Now, here is what I want you to do. How many of you know the power of compounding? How many of you know the power of compounding? Loudly, guys, come on. Yes or no?
Yes, I know.
Yes? Yes? How many of you know what is compound interest? You know compound interest? Everyone who's gone to school in anywhere in the world till class 5 must know compound interest. Now here is the power that I want you to think about. The first day you spend 7 hours. The next day you spend 7 hours. And this goes on. Take a wild guess. How many days do you now need if you spend 7 hours every day on improving yourself? Exercise, write it down. How many days would be required to make 1 rupee into 100 rupees if you are getting a 7% interest, sorry, 0.07% interest every day compounded? Okay?
Again.
How many days is required to make 1 rupee, dollar, euro, dirham into 10,000 rupee, dollar, dirham, euro if you are getting 0.07% interest compounded daily?
What's a capital amount?
1 rupee.
That's it.
That's it. 1 dirham, 1 euro.
Because it's compounded means
Compounded
you
daily.
get, you get like what the interest you got it. For example,
It becomes a capital for you the very
Yes,
next
exactly.
day.
So,
It
and
becomes a
then
capital
Next
for you.
interest will be on that one.
It will be on 1 rupee and 7 paisa. And then it will be on 1 rupee and 14 plus paisa.
So it's not 7%. It is.
It's 0.07%.
So if it's 0.07%, it's not 7%.
No, it won't be even 7 paisa. It will be 0.7 paisa.
0.07.
It will be 0.7.
0.7.
Not even 0.7, 0.07 paisa. Because it will be the first rate will be 0.0007 rupees. So 0.07 paisa, the very first rate. Go ahead, do the calculation, come on. Open up your laptops, go online, find a compound interest calculator, do it right now. Or even your mobile phones might have advanced calculators. Okay, here is the thing. Your target is 10,000. You are starting with 1. So you need to find out the number of months, days, years, whatever.
approximately 20 years, 20.23 years. Approximately 20.23 years
Mm-hmm.
or 2 years.
Keep talking.
That's it. It's calculated.
Are you sure about that?
100%.
1059.
You can convert it.
1, 2, because 10,000.
Guys, there is no, there is no more, investment. It's only $1 dirham or $1 or $1 rupee. That's it. You're getting 0.07% interest a daily, which means you're getting 25.55% annual interest on that. Okay, so if you calculate it that way, it takes you 20.23 years
Reach
to reach.
3,000.
No, I calculated only $100.
Okay. So why this disconnect? I talk about 10,000. You are investing 7 hours daily. There is one thing that you forgot about. The power of compounding is not applicable in our case. What we are talking about is geometric progression. So, this is how this will go. Seven hours first day. Okay? This 7 hours gets added to the 7 hour that you invest the next day. Now comes the beauty. On the very next day, and on the very next day, now how much time will it take? Seven. So next day you put in 7 hours, but it's 14, so you're already at 21. The next day again you put in 7, but you are at 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. You are at 42. So, those who are good at maths, open up a geometric progression calculator. By the 4th day, you have progressed to, my dear friends, at more than 100 hours worth of effort. So now I want you to go back to that calculator and see how much time will you take to reach 10,000 hours. 7 hours. 10,000 looks like a very big number. And I've already excluded the sleeping hours for you. One of the biggest tools, one of the biggest powers that you have is your sleep. Those of us who are, aware of Mahabharata, what did Bhim love? Bhim loved to eat and sleep. Those of us who are, aware of Ramayana, the most powerful of Ravan's brothers was Kumbhakarna. And what did he do? He slept for 6 months a year. I'm not saying that they agree. These are some great people. What I'm saying is a specific part. We talked about this yesterday, positivity. You can look at positives in everything. You can find positives in everything. That is who we are as human beings. We have positives and negatives all on us. All we need to do is suppress, eliminate, destroy the negatives in our life, in our personality, get rid of them, and the smallest iota of positivity that we have, we need to nurture it and grow it. Take at it like an exercise. Instead of 7 hours, do 1 hour. Reduce this to 1 hour and see how much time it will take you to reach 10,000. There are geometric progression calculators online. Go take a look at it. This is how it will work. First day you spend 1 hour. Next day this becomes 2.
No, actually 3.
Actually 3. I'm waiting for someone to correct me. Next day it becomes 3. Next day it becomes 6. So 1, 3, 6. What happens the next day? Right. So in 4 days, with 1 hour of effort, the returns that you are getting is 10 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1, 14 hours. 20 hours. 4 hours of effort. Focused, concentrated, uninterrupted, non-distracted effort of 4 hours. Look at this and look at this. That's 20 fingers. That is what it is. Make that 1 hour of effort. We've been doing this knowledge share for 3 weeks now. This is the 3rd week. 18 days. Plus Sundays. If we count the Sundays, 21 days. This Sunday it will be 21 days. Go back home or whenever you get the time today and open up a geometric progression calculator and think if you would have made that 1 hour of effort the very first day. Focused, concentrated, unadulterated, non-distracted. And if you'd have continued doing that every day, what would the results have been today? I'm talking about the return on your investments. We are real estate brokers. We talk only on return on investments. Everything else is secondary to us. In 4 days we were at 20. What happens the next day? And the day after that? And the day after that? If on the 4th day we were at 20, give me the 5th day. What would be it at on the 5th day? 6th day.
40 days, we are 20, right?
No, it won't be.
No, just need to add on all of that. That's it.
No, just to make 4th day, how much we have?
On the 4th day we are already at 20.
No, 4th day we are 10.
10.
On the 4th day, at the end of 4th day, we are at 20. 10 for the day that is gone, plus 6 plus 3 plus 1. So all of this is cumulative, it's a geometric progression. We do not, the first day's effort that you have made, is it lost? No, it is not. It is still there in you. And you are building on top of it, and you keep building on top of it. It is an inverse pyramid. You've seen the pyramids, right? Whether in pictures or real life, doesn't matter. So, turn the pyramid upside down. No? If you look at it from a pyramid from a distance, the base is so wide, the tip is so thin. Now turn it around. That is what you're doing. The tip of the pyramid is the 1 hour fully focused effort that you have put in the very first day. Look at it,
50
right in
days.
front of you.
6th day, plus 56.
7th day. Add up, keep adding up. That 56 keeps adding up and up and up and up. This 10,000, once you reach that, you will be completely
84.
a personality which anyone who has known you for even a day, they will be amazed. That, wow, that is transformation. But you will be the one who has to make that effort. Don't do this. Don't just write it down and create great plans, awesome goals. It will be an exercise in futility. Once you have written it down, take that step, one single step. It can be the smallest of the steps. What would be a small step? Let us suppose you're planning to specialize in Arabian ranches. Arabian ranches 1, 2, 3. Okay. Today, I will learn the location of Arabian ranches. That is all. It's a small step. Open up Google Maps, type in Arabian ranches. That's it. The smallest of the steps. But focus on that step completely. What streets touch Arabian ranches? Left, right, center, front, back, all of it. Don't go into the details of Arabian ranches right now. You have Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Street, and you have Sukim Street, and you have the Global Village Street, and you have Sheikh Mohammed bin Hamdan Street. That is where Arabian Ranches 1 is located, situated. The Global Village Road is also known as Sheikh Latifa bin Hamdan Street. 4 roads, 1 location, done. 1 step. Next step. How many exits does a Arabian rancher have? Small things. Start small. Break down your goals to the smallest possible denominator, smallest possible fraction. As small as you can go. Before taking an action, this is what I'm talking about. The focused 1 hour that you need to spend, you need to again start very, very small. When you write down your goal, I want to be a millionaire with my own private island in the Bahamas by 2030. This is your goal. Now, break down your goal. And break it down to the smallest level possible. Find out the cost of a private island in Bahamas. That is your goal. Now, the smallest thing is what? The price, Baba. That's a small. If you have a goal, you have to have a figure. If you want to own a private island, you need to find out the cost. Break it down. Don't look at your goal every day. Look at the smallest possible step that you need to take to reach that goal. Some people write their goals on the wall. No. Have your goal in your mind, write down the steps to reach that goal on the wall. Write down your daily steps, your weekly steps, your monthly steps, your annual steps. The biggest goal that you have in your life. Keep that in your mind. Do not look at it. Look at the steps required to reach that goal. Every day, every hour, every minute, every second. Keep those steps in front of you. And then break it down. Break it down. You have this. One of your superpowers is already you don't need to make any effort for it. Just sleep 6 hours minimum. Sleep. All you got to do is you don't have to make any effort for that. Sleeping does not require effort. Okay? It requires a conscious plan, no doubt about it. In today's such a busy world with so many distractions and so many, demands on our time, sleep does require a conscious effort on your side to sleep. But once you are asleep, it does not require any effort. However, you have this 18 hours available to you. 6 hours of sleep. You have 18 hours left with you. Out of those 18 hours, you are spending 9 hours working. Focused. And that is again a part of your goal. It is not something that you are doing completely separate from it. You have 9 more hours to spend. I took out 2 hours from here specifically for one reason and one reason. Always have spare time for contingencies. Yesterday, I was going with a client for a very, very big deal meeting. It was like really big. However, on the way to that meeting, the client had a medical emergency. Everything went for a toss. contingencies. This is life. Okay? Look at this once again. Study this. Go back, take a look at it. How much time will it need if we progress? We are not compounding. We are doing a geometric progression. It is not a linear progression. It is not a compounded progression. It's a geometric progression. Okay? One is linear. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Or 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. Another is compound. 7 plus 7 and the interest on that. Okay? It's 0.01% improvement. Or 0.07% improvement. Okay? So 7 plus 0.49 or 0.049. So it is 14.049. The next step.
It's 0.07% interest, not 0.7. That's
0.07% interest. Okay? Because 7 is 0.07% of 10,000. Our goal is 10,000. Why 10,000? Because 10,000 hours are required to master any skill. But those 7 hours, those 10,000 hours are focused, concentrated, unadulterated, non-distracted hours. Before we end today's discussion, well, we've been talking about goals. We've been talking about aims. We've been talking about this is an exercise I want you to do. Go back, get into a meditative mode, spend 10 to 15 minutes just breathing. Breathe in. Right now, with me. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Breathe out. Slowly. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. Once again, everyone, together. When you breathe in, let your tummy expand, not your chest. Once again. Okay, when you breathe in, let your tummy, let your stomach expand, not your chest. Sit in a relaxed mode. Do not cross your legs, do not cross your arms, open legs, relax. Do not lean back, do not lean forward. Sit with your back straight. Okay? You can keep your arms on your legs, you can keep your arms on your armrests. A Okay, everyone, together. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Ready? Do this for 10 to 15 minutes. Do not close your eyes. Keep your eyes open. If you want, focus on one object while doing this. Do it for 10 to 15 minutes, first and foremost. Undistracted, put your mobile phones on airplane mode when you're doing this. Okay? Put it on airplane mode. Put all your mobile phones on airplane mode. If you have iPads, put them on airplane mode. If you have laptops, shut them down. Put them in hibernate mode, whatever. If you have televisions, unplug the power cable so that your children, your wife, they do not switch it on by mistake and distract you. Okay? Once you have done this 10 to 15 minutes, I want you to write down 25 goals of your life. It can be the smallest and it can be the biggest, wildest fantasy imagination that your creative mind can take you to. And let it just come. Nothing is laughable, nothing is ridiculous, nothing is unachievable. Write it down. I want you to take a pen and paper and write it down. Once you have written it down, look at those goals. And circle the top 5 that you would want to achieve in your life. I'm not talking about real estate, I'm not talking about aviation, I'm not talking about hospitality, I'm talking about your life. Real estate is a part of your life. So, circle those 5. The most important in your life. Okay? Take those 5 and write it on a separate piece of paper. The balance 20, write them on a separate piece of paper. The balance 20 goals in your life are the goals which are distracting you from achieving the top 5 goals of your life. They are your goals. You are stopping yourself from your most important goals in life. It's not me. It's not Roshan. It's not Lakshman. It's not Eric. It is you who is stopping yourself from achieving your most important goals in life. All those 20 distracting goals, keep them in your mind that I do not want these in my life. These are your goals, but you don't want them. These are goals that you don't want even to make a single iota of effort. Right? This is known as the rule of 5-20. And this is how one of the greatest investors of modern era makes his investments. This is the Warren Buffett rule of 5-20. Every year or every month or whenever he's making an investment decision, he picks up 25 stocks that he wants to invest in. And then he analyzes each one of those stocks, finds out the top 5, and stops thinking about the rest 20. And from $200,000 in 1954, if I'm not wrong, today, that gentleman, that Oracle of Omaha, is worth $100 billion personally. And not only is he rich, he is one of the most admired persons in the world despite being rich. He donates a huge amount of his earnings every year to charity. And he goes ahead and then inspires others to donate to charity. And on top of that, he is a dedicated family man. And on top of that, he is completely unassuming. He is still staying in that same house that he bought in 1958. He is still staying in that same house. Till the financial market crash of 2009, he used to travel economy class. Economy, not premium economy, not business, not first class. And he is humble like no one else. He is humble. So, get your shit right. I have shared whatever little I know for the last 3 weeks with you guys. One more module left, which is extremely intense, interactive session of making sales. I'll keep coming back to life because my goal in my life is to make my life better. It's a very large and encompassing goal and goal. I keep that in mind. And I've broken it down into steps. And I've broken it down into levels. I've broken it down to hours and days and weeks. That is my goal. You know, it sounds very diffuse to make my life better. It's my goal. I have focused and I have found out what this means for me to make my life better. Financially, emotionally, spiritually, all of it. You need to find your own goal and then break it down. Right? Good. Thank you.
Very well.